What's the best way to murder your husband? That is to be murdered herself, after all. No one would suspect a dead person to be a murderer. She first faked the crime scene of her murder, then came to the hotel to cut her hair short, then changed her image with hair coloring cream, and left with disinfectant to intentionally erase the traces of her visit. Then she drove to a remote town. She wanted to make herself completely disappear as a way to murder her husband, who often cheated on her. In order to make this plan foolproof, she started to lay out the plan in advance 6 months ago. She first intentionally approached her pregnant female neighbor to come to her home as a guest, and then drained the water in the toilet, and then kept on giving her lemonade to her female neighbor so that she would not stop going to the toilet. Then quietly collect the female neighbor's urine to send to the examination so that she is a pregnant woman's illusion. And then she wrote in the diary and her husband's sweet story. But right to the back, she began to fabricate her husband's painful experience of domestic violence, and then finally put this diary on the stove to bake and cannot be burned all the way through so that it can be disguised as a husband to destroy the certificate of the illusion. After doing all this, she then advanced to max out her husband's credit card, and then purchased a large number of valuables, and then tricked her husband into signing his own exorbitant accident insurance so that there is a criminal motive for the husband to kill his wife to cheat the insurance. And so on. His wife Amy disappeared. The husband quickly launched the conference, and even at the end of the conference, he laughed happily out of the box. Soon, the police found a letter of clues in Amy's bedroom. Nick told the police that this is a scavenger hunt that his wife and himself play every year as a way to increase the couple's relationship. And a few minutes later, Amy deciphered the first clue, and they followed the guide to the office, where a second clue was indeed placed, but the officer found a red, sexy panty in Nick's office. Although she didn't say anything more, she has been clear about Nick's flirtatious personality for a long time. At this time, Nick has also sensed that his wife is setting himself up, so he once again held a conference to tell the crowd that his wife's disappearance has nothing to do with him. But just at this time, a woman suddenly rushed out of the crowd, who is the female neighbor who was brainwashed by his wife ahead of time, and angrily denounced Nick as a bastard who often domestically abuses his pregnant wife.